whispered it to him through the window, he couldn't believe it. He said, "For me?" I said, "Sure, with all the..."
Blessings, blessings. Great day to you all on this glorious 29th day of December 2020, in the year, of our Lord and Lord, the almighty divine consciousness of this reality and of all realities that could ever exist in existence. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful Tuesday. Es un jueves maravilloso. De que jueves, martes, Tuesday, martes, Mars days. It's a beautiful Mars days. Like I mentioned in the preview to this, I would like to be talking about today lifestyle. Winter, i.e. the ending and the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Fall, fall, autumn brings in the dying of the season, and then the freezing up of the season, and then the reawakening. As we head into the spring, into the new year, and it's amazing, man. I also mentioned that I wanted to speak on Mocha. What is Mocha? You know what I'm saying? The brand, the name brand or brand company / little creation of mine that I've been working on for the last 3 or 4 years, as it relates to holistic living, through plants. So we came up with the name Mocha, and we'll go a little deeper into that as we get into this talk. Y'all gotta excuse me, I just burned. It's great. It's a great day. Started it right. We're going at it right. Still having a little issue with waking up or getting out of the bed as soon as we arise, instead of just going back to napping. We're still in the process of creating that lifestyle that makes us, feel comfortable with ourselves, because it builds confidence because of the discipline that it builds, when we do these things. I'm always talking about discipline, right? And I always find myself falling a little short, but it's all a work in progress. All right, so let's start with lifestyle, all right? And I'm gonna give you a little definition of lifestyle by my guy, great teacher, Jim Rohn, all right? Lifestyle, all right, is a matter of awareness, of values, of education, and disciplined taste. It is the art that brings joy as its practice, not just a subject to be studied. It is the deliberate decision to savor and enjoy all the experiences and possibilities of life. Remember, all good things are upstream. A conscious act from a unique thought that is where the pleasure is, and the act serves as bridge between dreams and reality. All right, that's what a lifestyle is. That's why I love the way that this guy speaks. It is a conscious act from a unique thought that is where the pleasure is, and the act serves as a bridge between dreams and reality. For reality is but dreams brought into being, right, into manifestation. So develop your lifestyle a little more, your style of seeing, of giving, of sharing, and of enjoying. It is not the amount that counts, but the experience of choosing to live with style. The key to happiness is not more. Happiness is an art to be studied and practiced. More will only quickly send you onto your destination. Lifestyle is reserved for those willing to study and practice the higher arts of life. Lifestyle is culture, it is music, dance, arts, plays, concerts, and the likes. It is a taste of the fine and better things and the best things of life. And developing an appreciation for the finer things in life, is an aspect that we all desire in our life. And so we should make it, our style to appreciate the finer things, to develop an appetite for the unique things in life. Study the arts, reach for the best. Like, why not? Remember, it is not the amount, but the imagination. I got many, many books. I haven't read them all. I've probably peeked a page or two into them all, but I haven't read them all. But because I've done that little peeking, I've gained a little awareness of almost all of the books in my library. And that's just, something that I've added to my life, because I read it somewhere and I was like, yo, that seems neat. That seems like a good idea. I'm eventually gonna get to most of them, but can I get to them all? Maybe, maybe not. But at least I have an idea, an awareness of what that book is about. And I bought it, so it has its reason, its purpose. But, many of us go through life and we never develop a style for living. We never develop anything worth passing on to others. What's going on, shot glass, 1914. And, we end up reaching that level in life where we're like, yo, what the fuck have I been doing these last 5, these last 10 years, these last 20 years? I haven't grown shit. One thing that as it relates to lifestyle, that I've added to my lifestyle, aside from, leaving the Marine Corps and retaining the bed making in the morning, which actually I didn't come back to it until I heard a speaker communicate, the insight, the value of making your bed in the morning. And so now I see it, it may not be such a big thing, but it's not really the big things that matter. It's not the big visible exterior of the building which matters the most, but the foundation, how well it was dug up and how well each brick was laid down. So through the various experiences, psychedelic wise, that I've had over the last 4 years since having my initial one, that's one thing that has consistently resonated the most, which is the little things, appreciating the little things, living in the moment, as Eckhart Tolle so much illustrates in his book. I think it's The Power of Now or something like that. But yeah, man, it's just adding these little different things. And like, yo, for example, cleaning your bedroom, cleaning your immediate area, having a decent immediate area, having a clean place, it clears out a lot of unnecessary clutter, not just from your environment, but from your mind as well. You get what I'm saying? Because you can think a lot clearer if you're not over here like living in a slum and just looking at nothing but nastiness and disorder, and that's all you're also thinking. Like, damn, look at my room. I really, it push too many unnecessary fucking clutters in your mind, and kind of throws your life and your lifestyle out of whack. One other thing, 2020, that I added, I don't know if it was this year or sometime last year, and it was from listening to this great communicator. His name is Dr. Miles Monroe. Definitely check him out. Absolutely check the guy out. As it relates to relationships and leadership and the role of man and the role of woman and so on and so forth. Definitely check the guy out. It's amazing. But one thing that I took from his playbook and added to my own playbook is I have a book almost everywhere I go. I'll sometimes even put books depending on the size and where I'm going. I'll shove them in my jacket pocket, and I'm always ready. I'll put them if I take my I'm going to train somebody, do some personal training, you do some Muay Thai, or I'm gonna do some consultation with somebody, and I gotta take my book bag. I'll put a book or two in there plus a notebook. But with one place that I've added a book to is my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I keep a book right behind the toilet. So anytime before I go squat down on the fucking toilet to drop a dookie, grab that book, open up the page, and we get ready. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole meditation. So if I'm gonna be there 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'm reading. If I'm gonna be there 10 fucking minutes, however long, I'm reading. And since having applied that, I think I've gotten through about 3 books since then. I reread Machiavelli the Prince. I read this other book which is almost 300 pages long, and it deals with like the 12 spiritual paths that we can take in life. Meditation, affirmation, prayer, fasting, sun worship, yoga, tantra, very aesthetic practices, idol worship, so on and so forth. It was a very dope book, and it was lit, reading that book while sitting on the toilet dropping a deuce, because I had the time to fucking meditate on it and you know what I'm saying? Shot glass. Oh no, man, absolutely. Listening to audiobooks while you ride the bike. If I had a bike, I'd probably be listening to audiobooks all day. I do that, the same thing too. As soon as I get in the car, I'm listening to either speak communicators communicating their message, or I'm listening to an audiobook. Like, I actually just finished, let me see if I can pull it up here, because I don't think I can remember the name, but I actually just finished this incredible book. I think it's like 5 or 9 hours long, but it's the 33 laws. No, I forgot it. Infinite. I can't remember the name, but it's a really amazing book. There's also another one that I finished, that was actually recommended to me by an individual that found me on YouTube and started following me because of that. And it was called the Law of Will, or let me see, the Law of Will, I think it is. Oh no, excuse me, Right Use of Will. You know what I'm saying? So when I read that book, that also, helped in also developing one's lifestyle, so it's just different things, like right now, I don't even know why, but I went and bought a little bottle of Patron and a bottle of wine. Haven't really been drinking wine, consuming any alcohol like that. Last time I had a sip was last November with my veteran buddies, and I drank half of a cider, and I was like, I'm good. I'd rather smoke. And so I got this, but just so that I can maybe get a different perspective on things. But it's all just adding to the lifestyle. Playing chess. I started playing a little chess more. I try to play 1 or 2 games every night on the computer and with other individuals, or maybe between 2 or 5. But you know what I'm saying, and also friends. So reading, writing, these are just things that are fundamentally sound, and that when we don't practice these things, we fall out of whack. When we don't have any type of structure in our life, any type of disciplines, we'll fall out of whack and we end up wasting a lot of our time. You know what I'm saying? And so we'll set up, like, you know, as 2021 and the new year's coming up, we'll set up resolutions that we never meet. We set up resolutions that we never meet because we're unwilling to do the things that we have to do to become the individual that is capable of managing, having, and doing, you know, the things that we wish to be managing and the things that we wish to be having and doing with our lives. We say we want, but we really don't put in the effort or even the energy or intention for those things. Like, most of the time, all you gotta do is just sit and meditate or just appreciate whatever it is that you are doing now, that you have now, that you can enjoy now. Because, you know, when we're just like jittery or anxious and stressed and feel pressure to be doing something when in reality there's nothing to do, or when we're looking for distractions, fuck, that's where, like, you know, we're missing that opportunity to really make the best of what it is that we should be doing. And these last 2-3 months, I've been fucking guilty. You know, we all guilty. I say myself, and then I try to include other people as if anybody else does or is fucking, you know, included in one's own bullshit. But yeah, you know, I guess it kind of like allows one to kind of humble himself and like, you know, hey, everybody goes through it. You know, everybody goes through it. Every individual human goes through the doubts, you know, goes through the ups and downs, goes through the questioning of himself, goes through the pride as well that makes you think that you have all the time, or, you know, all this shit. We all fall prey to it. So around this time, around the December time, it's good to let those things fall away. If you find yourself in dealing with turmoil, which, you know, me personally, during, especially with all this interstellar and astrological events that are taking place now, you know, during these times as well, in the winter times. We don't understand that. We don't understand how the seasons affect us. We don't understand how the movements of the stars and planets affect us, but they do affect us. They do have an effect on us. And when we don't understand a lot of this stuff, you know, we lack insight to understand what are some things that we can do, but we also can't misplace the responsibility, because at the end of the day, the responsibility always falls upon the human individual that is living the physical reality that is his life. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, willpower is the greatest gift that life, consciousness, reality, God gave itself, you know, to experience itself. So you can do the studies and maybe increase your ability to attract and become what you wish to attract and what you wish to become in this life, or you can learn all that shit just so that you can find something else to blame, you know, something else to transfer your responsibility to do the things that you need to get done here. You know, we tend to bullshit ourselves, but if often enough you do enough of the little things that you need to be doing, more likely than not, you'll land on your target. You may not, and many will land on the bullseye. You know, some may just land on the green pasture around it, but some will land on that bullseye, and they will manifest as much as they have come here to manifest. You know, because they were willing to put in the work. They were willing to dream. They were willing to write the dreams down. They were willing to read the book. They were willing to go to the seminars, go talk to the people, ask for the coaching, so on and so forth. And we're all a work in progress. Like, you know, I've only been coached in the military and in fighting, and I've yet to come in contact or to approach a financial coach. And I'm in the midst of that. You know, this is for 2021. 2020 was a whole learning stage as it relates to financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? And now 2021 is a year where now we're seeking out that coach. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Sammy Sosa wouldn't be Sammy Sosa without that coach. You know, Tyson would not be without Costi Amato. Tyson would not be Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao without Freddie Roach is like, you know, it's like the taco without the sauce, or without the tortilla. Like, what the fuck, bro? Give me my corn tortilla. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it is in life. And life is just understanding that, you know, you're a work in progress. You don't fucking know. You don't know anything, or you don't know everything. You may know a lot of things, but you don't know everything. However, all the answers lie within you. Right, lie within yourself. And the more aware of yourself, the more knowledge of self that you do have, the deeper that you're willing and able and capable of traveling within your thoughts, you know, within your body, you know, within the nothingness that is all. The more outside the box you're willing to look, the more you will receive, you know, of whatever it is that you're fucking seeking. In that one book that I can't fucking find, the author says he meditates 24 minutes a day for every day. You know, me, I do a little bit more. Buddhists and so on, and monks, they do hours, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. Meditation is key. If you're not vibrating at the frequency of your desired wish and outcome, you're never gonna attract that. I don't know if that can be broken down any simpler. You get what I'm saying? If you lack the taste buds, you ain't gonna be able to enjoy the fruit. You know? If you don't get up and move, you ain't gonna lose the weight. Thank you, Shot Glass. I actually might have that in my library. I don't know if I lended it out, but I did read it. The Voice of, right now I'm looking at The Voice of Knowledge by Don Miguel Ruiz. I pretty much read the 4 agreements plus the 5th agreement. I haven't finished the 5th agreement actually, but I did finish The Voice of Knowledge. I did finish The Mastery of Self and The Mastery of, and the other one, which is about love. But yeah, man. In life, it's all about vibrating at that frequency. You know, vibrating at that rate, resonating that energy, that consciousness that you wish to embody. You get what I'm saying? Jim Rohn said, if you want to be a millionaire, one example that he gave was like, if you want to be a millionaire and you see a millionaire and you don't know how he became a millionaire and he has a funny walk, maybe copy the funny walk. You never know if it's a walk that made him a millionaire or not. But you know, that's like in a sense, you know, don't be scared to learn from others. That's really what it's saying right there. Don't be scared to learn from others, because like even when it comes to, for me, fighting, for example, I watch a lot of other fighters to be able to get as good as I got and as And to do it as quickly as I did it, I had to be able to focus on that. As Gary Keller, from the creator of Keller Williams and the Millionaire Real Estate Agent and the Millionaire Real Estate Investor, he's got this book. It's called The One Thing, and I was listening. I was listening to a little bit of it. And in life, you can't be multitasking on everything. And I'm big on multitasker, and I thought I was doing a lot. But whenever I was doing Muay Thai, whenever I was training as a fighter, whenever I was doing one thing, I would do that one thing for an hour or for 2 hours, or I'd probably do that the whole day. Like I'd go the whole day and I just do this one thing until I got it as sharp and crisp as I wanted to look, And it makes sense. One way that I like to look at it, so that way, whenever I'm doing anything, I don't get down on myself, is that my one thing is me. Consistently getting better at everything, at meditating, at yoga, at working out, at cooking, at making a website, creating a website, writing in a journal, writing in a manner that is more, instructive, and also at the same time meditative. And it's just everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have so many things in life that why just stop at learning how to ride a bike, for example? Like, if I would have stopped at learning how to ride a horse, I would have never learned how to ride a motorcycle. Like my guy over here, Shot Glass, I probably don't ride as cool as him, but it's just a little bit. And what really sparked this whole process was me desiring a better lifestyle for myself than what I envisioned at 19. Living in Jersey City, hustling, fucking asking people for money, getting fired from jobs 3-6 months in, or whatever the fuck the time was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what sparked this life change at 19, was me feeling like a coward inside, not knowing how to fully defend myself, not feeling confident, not feeling intelligent. So I went into the military seeking discipline, and that was my first lifestyle change right there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted discipline in my life because I know I didn't have it, and that was, I come out 5 years later listening to motivational speakers because I felt stupid, and I felt like I wanted to say something, but I didn't have the vocabulary to even put my words into coherent sentences that other people could understand. So that caused me to change my lifestyle even further by adding these speakers to my list of things to do in life. And so now I do it every day. I listen to all kind of speakers and all types of books relating to philosophy, science, psychology, holistic healing, spirituality, and the likes, metaphysics, and that's my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? At 24, I realized that, bro, you're stupid. You can't talk to people. Like, everything that you say is a curse, or it's mostly curse words in your vocabulary. What's up with that, bro? You need to change that. You need to develop a better vocabulary, and you need to develop yourself in such a way that you can articulate a message that is like, people can grab it and use it and roll with it. And so adding communicators to my daily to-do list was fundamentally essential, the only other thing that made sense, you know. And so I added them. You know, I think one of the first ones was Les Brown. You know, I started listening to Les Brown, and from there, listening to him, my morning rituals became different. You know, and that developed my lifestyle even further. You know what I'm saying? So now I would wake up in the morning, and rather than grabbing the phone as soon as I wake up to go check out Instagram, to go check out Facebook or whatever, I would still grab the phone, but I would turn on Les Brown, and then to put the phone down. You know, and then came, you know, after all those things, then came the diet change. You know, and I think that might have been like the first shift was the diet. You know what I'm saying? And so now that's what we're gonna go into Mocha. You know what I'm saying? Mocha. You know, I just came up with that, and it's dope. I like it. And Mocha really is Mr. Organic's super healing alchemy. You know, me being Mr. Organic, and Mr. Organic was the fight name that was given to me when I was doing Muay Thai out of Jersey City kickboxing. Now Jersey City Muay Thai on Instagram. And you know, the super healing alchemy was really the nutritional change in lifestyle and diet that I ended up making part of my daily routine, my daily ritual, my daily lifestyle. And it was a combination at first of 14 different mushrooms. When I started changing, I added like 14 different mushrooms to my lifestyle. I started doing chlorella, spirulina, and a whole bunch of other plants and herbs that I would combine. But eventually, I came up with this recipe brew, kind of like a chocolate tea that I drink every morning, because, you know, I realized that every human has a ritual, right? And most cultures, like the Chinese and the Middle Eastern cultures, they have the longest lifespan, and they start their mornings, you know, with teas and with a herbal brew, with an herbal tea or something like that, you know, something simple. And whereas, you know, Western cultures like Europe and the westernized Caribbean and the United States, we start the day with coffee. You know what I'm saying? Not the longest lifespan, and not that coffee is 100% bad, but you know, it's not something that you should put into your stomach as the first thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I was raised on a coffee farm in Dominican Republic. And so I would drink coffee every day. And once I started changing my lifestyle, one thing that I stopped doing was I stopped drinking coffee every morning. But then I didn't know what else to drink, so I started drinking a ginger and lemon tea every morning. Ginger and lemon with honey, and that's what I was drinking every morning. And then I started adding ingredients. I started getting things like maca, right? I had maca. I started getting things like jiangulang. I started getting things like ashwagandha, which are, you know, the maca itself is a hormone balancer. So I started getting all these ingredients. Then I added like a 14 blend of mushrooms, because I realized how powerfully nutritive and beneficial mushrooms were to the human body. So I started adding like 14 different mushrooms, and over that time, you know, I would eat only once a day, and when I started adding these ingredients, like when I started doing the initials of the Mocha, I was only drinking this and a shake and eating one meal a day, and I was training, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours of Muay Thai. I was running 3, 5, 7, 10 miles a day. You get what I'm saying? Like I was doing anywhere between 70 to 100 miles per month, just training for simple amateur fights. I don't know why I was doing so much, but I was doing a lot, and I was capable of doing all these things, with this simple recipe that I was coming up with in that process. And that has been over the last 3 years. I'm 30 now. I started this when I was 27. I started the fighting, and I started using the ingredients that I have blended into this concoction that I call the Elixir of the Gods. And it's a Mocha made shof. All right, so Mocha is Mr. Organic Super Healing Alchemy, and I gotta forgive me. I'm working on this. All right, I don't have all the assistance. With time, this will get better. And shof stands for super healing organic foods, which everything that is in this supplement that I have created right here is super healing, is organic, and it's all food. You know what I'm saying? So you can eat as much of it, and you're not gonna get nothing crazy. And I call it the Elixir of the Gods, because it's something that has well over 90 vitamins, micronutrients, and minerals that are essential to the highest optimal function of the human body. The human body is made up of 102 minerals. You know what I'm saying? 102 minerals. And out of those 102 minerals, silver and gold are 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Aside from iron, calcium, copper, bromium, all these other crazy minerals, vitamin A through the Z or through the K, however many vitamins there is. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff, this is what makes up the human body. Now, basically 2, but just one main ingredient in this is Sheila heat, and Sheila heat gives the body, well over 84 of the essential micronutrients and minerals that the body needs. Plus, it provides the body with fulvic acid. You know what I'm saying? And let me pull something up so I'm not just talking out of my ass. So I can give you a better description as to what is fulvic acid, and as it says right here on Wikipedia, fulvic acid are a family of organic acids, natural compounds, and components of the humus. They're similar to humic acid. And then when we go here, is a naturally occurring compound found in soil, compost, marine sediments, and sewage. Oh yeah, is a product of decomposition and formed through the geochemical and biological reactions such as the breakdown of food in compost heap and extract from the compost. It is a substance that has been long used in traditional medicines, and it basically helps with inflammation. It boosts your immunity, and it helps your body in removing harmful chemicals, harmful minerals, harmful metals from your body. You know what I'm saying? And when I started changing my lifestyle back in 2000 and late 2016, I think so, about August, September time, which is about the same time that I stopped, working the way that I worked, and that I also, around the same time that I went into the military back in 2009. One of the things that I stopped doing was I stopped eating, food that was negatively impacting my lifestyle and my body. I stopped putting in foods that were high on these metals and these things that negatively impact our brain, our whole biological structure as it relates to, our spine, our organs, our sexually reproductive organs and all of those things. I stopped doing those things, and then I added things that were going to, in a sense, repair the degeneration that I had induced over the last 24, 26 years of life that I've been on this planet for. And that's what Mocha really came about from. My desire to introduce into my body the most nutrient dense and nutrient rich superfoods that this planet has to provide us with. Like I said, I started with 14 mushrooms. I ended up picking out 7 main mushrooms, and with those 7 main mushrooms, they immune support, cognitive support, reproductive organ support, endocrine system support. So that's what we're aiming for with this product, and we hope to expand it. We hope to expand it, all over the world, because what better way to start your morning and end your day than with a cup of mocha, man. Warm and cool. Obviously, I'm not sweetening it. I'm gonna leave it as it is, with the cacao taste. I love cacao. Everybody loves chocolate. Obviously I'll add things to modify the taste as we go on. But we look to expand this thing globally, all right? Have everybody drinking a cup of mocha every morning and every evening. Celebrating the holidays, starting fast on this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because this is giving the body the necessary nutrients and minerals and earthly substances necessary, so that it has what it needs, so that it can do what it needs to do, not just what we want. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being full of food, you are satisfied, with this super healing mixture that we have going on over here. So other than that, that's all I'm gonna have for you, beautiful family, earthly family out there. All right, it's Tuesday. It's a great day. It's about to be 3 in the afternoon out here in the East Coast. Do what you gotta do, man. Get out there. Don't be scared to dream. Don't be scared to imagine, and don't be scared to bring those things out into this reality, because you wouldn't have it in your thought if it wasn't meant for you to bring about. Okay, not just the negative but the positive. All right, get control over that negative aspect of yourself, and act courageously on the good thoughts, on the good intentions, on the good desires of your heart. You know what I'm saying, family? And you can live the life that you have been brought here to live, and you can have the impact that you were born to have. You did not come here by accident. You are not an accident. You were born on purpose, so live on purpose with a purpose. You get what I'm saying? Every day. Do something every day that, makes it so that it's worth you coming back to this day and being like, damn, I'm glad I did that when I did that. You get what I'm saying? Love your family, love yourself, love your neighborhood, and love the work that you do. And if you don't love it, stop doing it. All right? Today's talk has been on lifestyle, ending and beginning the year, and Mocha. So go check out Mocha_SHF. And it's your boy, it's your guy, Sosa, Super Conscious Living. Checking out. Have a great one.